Revenue review. Listen, last week was a big stinker. Sitting at 740K last week was very disappointing. I had to jump in there, figure out what was going on, and guess what? I did. Spoiler alert. I wasn't posting enough. I wasn't posting the things that were selling. Shocker. So then my revenue was tanking. So I wasn't posting any of the Tomes of Illusions. I wasn't posting any of the mounts. Look, we got mount sales in there? What? What? So I had forgotten to continue crafting these because they were so unsaleable for so long. And the price went back up and I stopped. I just wasn't gaining that profit. So I'm back in the mount game. They're selling. I don't know why they're selling, but they're selling. You got nothing but the most hardcore fans playing right now, okay? The most hardcore goblins and fans. We're out there doing the mount farming and doing whatever we got to do to get a leg up in the collection game. So the game is getting a little bit stale. There's players that are peeling out, but not the dedicated few. The dedicated few are the targets for the mount sales. I'll tell you that right now. So, another thing that I got back on top of was the Azurweave bolts. I wasn't on top of my Azurweave bolt sales, crafting them and posting them and crafting them and posting them and doing that whole dance. So 860K. Also, I looted about 600K. I had to loot 600K because I'm broke. I'm real broke. Look at this. Let's get down to the line over here, okay? I've been buying a lot of tokens. So I looted 600K to buy more items, to craft more bolts and craft more transmutations to sell them. That's the name of the game. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money, and the cost to craft Azurweave bolts is very high. The profit margin is there, about 100 per craft. So a character with 30 out of 30 is making 3,000 gold profit each time you're doing that craft. And I'll take that across my 20 characters. Yeah. So, what are we gonna, let's take a look at the Azurweave alone. So what I looted was 500K in Azurweave and 100K in Awakened Heirs. And we got another 640. So a million one. That's pretty good just in Azurweave bolts. I like that a lot. That's way better than last week. Last week was a bit of a nightmare. I was not pleased with it. It was my own fault. I wasn't staying on top of it, so I was making less money. Shocker. So Azurweave bolts, still killing it. I'm collecting it. 640K, I like that. Now, what do we got left? This is all the weird stuff, right? This is all the stuff, the wild cards. This bank tune sells all the mounts and all the garrison supplies. So I've got some garrison stuff in here. Look at that. Medallion of the Legion for 7K. I got hustled for that one day. Look at this. Sold one for 1.4. There were some garrison goblins watching me post my legions. So they undercut me and then they reposted it 4 times higher. I sold it for 1.4 and they reposted it. Wait, where is it? 1.4, yep. And then they reposted it for 7,000. They got me. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna post it. I'll sell it all day long. Sometimes, normally you sell it at a high price. If they're really smart and they're watching you, listen, I ain't got time for all that. So I'm just gonna sell it. A big amount of Awakened Heirs here. Take the Awakened Heirs out of the pool. A week. So we got 120. Awakened Heirs are crushing it. The price of Awakened Heir transmutations is just increasing. So the profitability for transmuting 10 Awakened Heirs is about 100 to 150. So you're getting another 1,000 gold per craft on those alone, or 1.5. It's going up. For some reason, the Awakens are going up. I'll collect that real quick. And we're really left over with the nuts and bolts. See what I did there? Engineering reference. Oh, snap. Looks like another 100K in the mounts. Sold a couple choppers, sold a couple turbo flying machines at 20k a piece. Yeah, there's profit in there. A few thousand in profit. It's good. It really doesn't take much to craft the item and then keep it in your bags, and when it's profitable, sell it. I had them all crafted like 4 or 5 months ago before Dragonflight. I had all these things crafted all the time, and I would sell them when it was profitable. And then it didn't become profitable, and I just forgot about it, so I did not have them in my inventory anymore. I had to bump up those inventory numbers. They're rookie numbers. So we got another 100k right here. I'll take it all day long. 840 on this tune, plus another 600, so we're sitting at 1.24. Wicked start. Let's jump into my second bank tune. That is a little embarrassing to talk about, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Wow. Check that out. So this tune is the tune where I was talking about how I was not building my tomes of illusions anymore. I wasn't crafting them. So I recrafted all of them. And then none of them sold. Anyways, if you don't have them on the auction house, you're not going to collect the sales for them. So if they do sell, it's going to be a couple thousand gold profit per sale. I want them. I want to keep posting them. Without them on the auction house, I'm just losing that money. I'm not even in that revenue pool. Shout out. See what I did there, Mr. Pool? This bank tune covers the engineering toys and the weird engineering stuff, like a Rascal Bot. Why a Rascal Bot sold randomly for 24,000? I mean, that is the entirety of the sales this week. Every day, all these items get posted once a day. And Rascal Bot is my one sale. So 24,000. This character does have 400,000 on them, so it's making money. I don't think this character spends any money, so it just stacks papers. It's always increasing. I'll take that 25k, dude. You know what? It is what it is. Rascal Bot, MVP for the engineering gains. Let's go. All right. So the second account, all they were doing was creating the blue items for brand new 70s and creating the PvP green items and doing like weapons and profession gear. A lot of these items have fallen off. They're no longer profitable, and it's reflected right here in the profit made. The last week, this entire account, the 3 crafters for all the professions, made only 40k. This week, we're sitting at, what, 56 to 212? It's pretty weak. We're sitting at 50k now, so in my mind, I was like, oh, that's a whole 10,000 extra profit. Pause. The problem is that this account was raking in hundreds of thousands of gold 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. That's a huge decrease. It's a huge drop off in profit. What happened here? I bought a token. So I'm buying tokens to keep this account, get this account up to that 6-month mark to get all those recruiter friend buffs. It's just rough out there. The Forbidden Reach has items that are boosting up characters' eye levels very easily. They're a good place to farm for those items, and less people are going to the auction house and doing it in the auction house. I am hopeful that Blizzard will support professions in the next patch and release a new set, a new tier of gear that will keep up with the Forbidden Reach. Otherwise, there's no reason to do these professions anymore. That's not what Blizzard told us. Blizzard told us they were going to support it. So come on, Blizzard. Anyways, 50,000 gold is 50,000 gold. 4 weeks, 200k. It's good. It's not paying for its own token. I don't like that. So I'm going to keep working on this account. I did figure out some things that were happening. The profession tools have almost completely fallen off. Also, I have full inventories of items that are secondaries that are just not interesting. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up selling all these things and recrafting the full inventory and getting the full inventory back on the auction house. Not gonna do it today, but that's where we're at. So we're sitting at 1.24 on the main account and another 50, so we're 1.31. 1.31 is a whole lot better than 740, I'll tell you that right now. There's no major changes. Just you have to craft the things and put them on the auction house or you won't get the sales. I wasn't getting the sales because I wasn't putting them on the auction house. It was my own fault. And I'm back on track. Also, don't forget about the garrisons. I'm going to see the garrisons in a moment here. I'm going to do it right now. Go play some games.